would never just eat one fresh
No.
cookie.
Okay, so the way we're gonna do this, I do it in parts, and we don't have enough time in here for you guys to cream butter, so I did this at home. I made like 3 different batches of cookies, and you could whip this by, by hand, which I did, but it takes a long time, and I think you guys would just collapse and like, I can't do this anymore, and faint. So, we are gonna use melted butter, like in the video. So up here you see phase 1. I'm gonna give you, and don't come up here yet, I'm gonna tell you what's on the ingredient list, then I'm gonna go through and make it so you guys can see it, and then you guys will come up, okay? So phase 1, you're gonna come up and get 4 ounces of melted butter from me. I bring up your bowl, I'll put the butter in there, then you're gonna put 1/2 cup of white sugar into the bowl, 1/2 cup of brown sugar into the bowl, take that, put it aside, and then you're gonna bring up your liquid measuring cup, like this, and you're gonna put in there 1 egg, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, teaspoon of vanilla, a teaspoon of water, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Mix that up, and you're gonna slowly add that to your mixture, your batter. The final process, you'll use your sifter, which if you don't have one of these at your table, right by Diego, there's like 5 brand new ones in boxes I can get for you. You're gonna sift in 1/2 cup of flour, fold it, sift in another cup of flour, fold it, and then a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and do this for you so you guys can see how this works. So like I said, you'll come up to me, I'll give you the warm butter, and it actually works out pretty well. So if you've made cookies before, this won't look exactly like your cookie dough. And the way we're gonna store it is we're gonna roll it, it's called an icebox cookie. So you're gonna put this into a parchment paper. Hold on. Okay. So you come up here, get your 1/2 cup, and we're gonna put this in parchment paper and roll them out tomorrow, okay? So put in your sugar. Put in your sugar.
Do you have cookies?
Huh?
Do you have cookies?
Yeah. Oh, can I have it? No. All right, so you're gonna blend this up. Jamal, can you hand me that? Oh, never mind, I got one here. Okay, blend. Okay, you gotta get out because they're like looking right here. So you're good right there. Mix it up like this. Then in your cup, you're gonna take 1 egg, put that in there, put in your baking soda, put in your vanilla, add your salt, and then up here I have a little cup of water. So you're just gonna get a teaspoon of water, put it in there, and then just go ahead and mix this up a little bit in the cup, okay? You can use this whisk, whatever you wanna do. You just wanna kinda dissolve the salt and make sure that baking soda is mixed up. Dump that into your mix, but make sure you scrape the cup, okay? Get everything in there. Blend this up. You want to make sure it like whisk vigorously to make sure everything is blended up and incorporated. All right, it should look nice and like pancake batter, okay? Not as white, but now at this point, I want you to not use the whisk. All right, so take that out, put it aside, because it'll get filled with dough. So you put your pastry blender or your sifter over the top, put in your first cup of flour. All right, then take your spatula, mix this up by hand, okay? Can you guys see this in the mirror? Yeah, okay. Mix it up by hand, go slow. Make sure you scrape the walls, scrape the bottom. Well, it's gonna get messy. But you wanna make sure you keep scraping because you wanna get everything from the bottom so there's not like a big clump of flour. And then the reason we blended everything in the liquid first, like the salt and the baking soda, is you don't want big clumps of that floating around, because if you got a big mouthful of baking soda in a cookie, your stomach is not gonna feel well. All right, so that's the 1/2 cup. Come back with the full cup, put that in, And what this does, it takes out any impurities, breaks down all the clumps. Go slow with this, okay? Mix by hand. It doesn't take very long to mix this up. The longest part of this process is everybody coming up here to get their stuff. Okay, so it'll start incorporating